to set my internet. 1 minute, please. Hi, so I finally have a setup, and this is why I've been gone for so long when it comes to study with me. I moved. I'm no longer in the old apartment, and the new apartment comes with a study table. I'm still figuring out how to set up things, but yeah, we have a proper study with me set up now, and I'm just setting up the new one. So I'm just setting things up. What? Uh, what is this? Wait, let me cancel this. I don't want this. I don't want openly. I want, oh my goodness. Can I just get Google Chrome on its own? Wow, so I have to pay for everything on this there's no way I'm paying. Hmm. I'm not purchasing anything. Let's see. I should be able to get Google Chrome for free. Why is there no Google Chrome on the app? Hello, Tota dear. How are you doing? Welcome to my study with me. I've not started yet. I'm still figuring out installing things on my new computer, and I think basically this is all I'll be doing tonight. It's just gaps. Google Apps. No. Open links. No, why? Oh. Oh, open away. Why don't we have like a free This is crazy. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cancel this, go to Safari and search for Google Chrome. Yeah, Google Chrome. Yeah. Accept all. Let me see. Google Chrome. Download Chrome. Allow. Yeah. Because something that does not. Hello, Lax. Something that does not have mouth should not be smarter than me. I think. So this is it. This is it. This is it. And hello, Factonomy Lax. Yes. So my Chrome is ready. Open. Open. Yeah. Move to applicate apps. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now let's see. Google Chrome. Let's see. Let's close this. Google Chrome. Yeah. Open. Yes. Not now. Stop Google Chrome. Use Chrome. Yes. Sign in. Yay. And next. So yeah, we are finally setting up. I need to, because I'm setting up, I need to do something on my phone. I'm right here. Let's here. Yes. Okay, now I have Google on my computer. I would like to delete some things of like this opener. I want to delete it actually. I don't want to open it. I want you deleted. So I move you to the bin. Yes, delete. I also move you to the bin. Okay, I move you to the bin. Yes, delete. So the total. Now we are ready for study with me in a way. I'll be right back. So tonight, let me see. I want to see. I need to clean this particular laptop, but oh well. Oh, I have also need to connect here. Yes, please connect. Okay, let's go to YouTube. I don't know if, let me see if I flip. How does it look like if I flip? Okay, you get to see this. Do you get to see my chair? Maybe you get to see me as well. So, let's look for a study timer. 30 minutes. I need to clean my laptop. It's really. Let's use this. So tonight we are studying. Tonight I want to gather material for my French course.
Learn French with great French TV. La fondation qui va mettre les enchères un colis qui a appartenu à Marie-Antoinette et qui vaut des millions. Sauf que la vente a presque comme prévu. Parce que ce colis, on va le voler. Are you trying to learn French but feel stuck in the beginner stage? You started multiple times, you tried apps, different textbooks, but you feel like you're not actually making progress? Well, the good news, you absolutely do not need
years of studying or expensive courses to become fluent. I learned French by myself in just 6 months, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how I did it so you can do it too. If you want more practical language learning content, be sure to like this video and subscribe, and now let's get started. So first I'm going to give you a little background on why I started learning French in the first place and when I started. So in 2020 I switched schools. In my previous school we were learning English and German, and now in my new school we were learning English and French. So in order for me to be able to transfer to this new school, I had to learn a little bit of French. I had to catch up with my classmates. And then in March 2020, I started to take French really seriously. So March 2020 is when I really started. And then 6 months later, in October 2020, I passed the TELF-E2 exam. So yeah, that's kind of my timeline. And now let's move on to resources. I used one main resource, which was Français avec Pierre. I started by watching his free videos on YouTube, and then I decided to purchase his courses. And the main course that I used that I would highly recommend is Français. And depending on your level of French, you can either choose level 1, level 2, or I think now he offers level 3, but at the time there was only level 1 and level 2. So because I already knew the basics of French, I decided to go for level 2, which in hindsight it was a bit too difficult for me, but I'm glad that I did it because level 1 mainly focuses on the present tense and very basic things, and level 2 starts with passé composé and then goes from there. So I would say if you have a basic knowledge of passé composé, or you just know the present tense.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria, and do you know what date it is? Do you know what date it is? Today is December 10th, okay? And you know what that means? That means in 21 days, we're gonna be in the new year. We're gonna be in 2025. Now, the thing is that I've become aware that there's some people out there that you've been saying, I'm going to learn French, I'm going to learn French. I used to, which French? If you say, I don't know where to start, I don't know, it's too hard, I don't know, but whatever the reason is that you haven't started learning French yet, if you want to, 2025 is a great time to start. Today I'm going to give my blueprint, you could say, of how exactly I learned French, what resources I use, how much time approximately I spent on each thing. So hopefully by the end of this video you will have a better idea of where to start if you want to learn French in 2025. But having said all of that, you might be like, okay, this girl is saying she's going to give us the blueprint to how to learn French, and who are you? So I'm just going to introduce myself in French, you know, a little bit. Salut, moi c'est Victoria, comme j'ai dit. Moi je fais du contenu sur les langues ici en YouTube et aussi en Instagram. Je parle l'anglais, le français et le portugais, les deux. Je voulais juste parler un peu le français. Vous pouvez voir un peu mon niveau. J'ai jamais vécu en France, j'ai jamais vécu dans un pays francophone. Donc si moi je peux le faire, toi aussi tu peux le faire. I have all my notes on my laptop, and I was writing kind of a outline for this video, and I was like, this is kind of a hard video to make because there's a lot that goes into learning a language. However, I'm going to attempt to make it as clear and concise as possible. And again, this is based on my own experience and what I did when I was learning the French language. I'm going to split this explanation into kind of 3 parts to make it more organized. And most of the parts are going to be grammar, oral comprehension, so like understanding spoken French, and speaking. So when it comes to grammar, personally, I used an app called Busuu. You don't have to use an app. There are a lot of resources to learn French grammar, but this is what worked best for me. I believe on Busuu you do have to pay for a subscription, but let me tell y'all, I believe I paid for 1 month and then I was done. And that goes to show how much time I spent like focused on grammar. I think learning grammar is super important, and I love language learning apps, but I think that a lot of people tend to rely on those apps and don't venture off into actual like immersion and speaking with people, which is how you learn a language naturally. You know, think of how a baby learns a language. You don't see no babies using Duolingo, you know what I'm saying? So my personal philosophy when learning languages is generally to use apps as little as possible, get what you need, and then go on to comprehensible input in actually speaking with people. But again, that's my own approach to it. But with all that said, grammar is very important for establishing a base when you're learning a language. So I have compiled a list of these subjects that I feel like you should start with in grammar. If you learn these concepts in French grammar, you're gonna have a very strong base and you're gonna be able to understand a lot, not 100%, but a lot of what you're gonna hear in the comprehensible input. The subjects that I've included on this list are the following. So we have subject pronouns. This is basically like I, you, we, she, he, them. This is like the base of what you use in conversational French. Then you want to learn about present tense conjugational verbs for those subject pronouns. And then you also, so in French you have regular verbs and irregular verbs, which regular verbs all follow the same conjugation pattern, and then irregular verbs compare regular verbs and irregular verbs, which regular verbs all follow the same conjugation pattern, and then irregular verbs compare. This is by no means a comprehensive list of French grammar, like at all. Like there's so much more to know and to learn. However, I feel like this is a great start for you to be able to understand a good part of the comprehensible input that we're going to be talking about, as well as start forming basic phrases and speaking. You'll note that things like past tense, things like that weren't on there, which are certainly very important for conversing, but I just tried to keep it minimal because I think when you look at this whole span of grammar that you have to learn, I think that's where people get caught up and people start studying a lot, which is great, but it's also important to, at some point, put the books to the side and go out and try to have real world interactions. And obviously come back to the books. That's another point. Do come back to studying the grammar because I think that's one thing that I didn't necessarily do too much when I was learning French. So I very briefly learned the basics about French grammar, and then I was like, look, I'm trying to converse with people because that's why I love learning languages, to actually be able to talk to people and connect with people. So I went into the conversation room and I learned a lot that way. However, if you ask me today, what do you know about subjunctive? Next question. So that's how I recommend navigating like grammar versus actually speaking. Learn the basics, then get away from the books for a little bit, but then as you go advancing, you do need to come back and learn things like subjunctive, conditional, these little small things that French has that can seem inconsequential, but they really make a difference, especially when it comes to being an intermediate versus like an advanced speaker. So yes, if you are using Busuu, then you can kind of try to pick through and look for the lessons that correspond to these subjects in grammar. There's one subject I didn't put on this list, which is pronunciation. Pronunciation is very important. You don't have to get it down to a T at first, obviously, but you do want to know at least, okay, how is R pronounced in French? How is the different types of E's pronounced in French? How is AIN pronounced in French versus IN? But what I was gonna say is this website, ThoughtCo, they have a bunch of articles literally corresponding to so many subjects in French. Like I'm on it right now. They have very well written articles on how to conjugate certain verbs, like conjugating regular verbs, possessive adjectives. Definitely check this website out as well. It's a great resource. Grammar is very continuous as well, so you really learn as you go and as you're consuming content and speaking. All right, now that you understand a bit of French, you're able to recognize I, you, we, present tense verbs, you know some vocabulary. It's time to start being able to recognize spoken language. And the best way to begin recognizing spoken language is with slow, comprehensible input. Now, I am going to recommend the podcast Inner French. If you've been learning French for some time, you've probably already heard of this podcast, but if you haven't, you need to tap in. I really, really enjoyed this podcast when I was first learning French, just because it's so slow. It's so slow and it's very clear. But you're welcome to use any comprehensible input. I just recommend that it's slow, clear, easy to understand. So if you're using Inner French, I recommend to start off on the very first episode. And I actually have it pulled up here. I remember very vividly my first time listening to this French episode, let me tell y'all, I did not understand. I probably understood maybe like 20%. And that's okay. Don't be discouraged if you don't understand at first. Like I said, the first couple of times, I did not know what they was over here talking about. Even reading through the transcription, I had to really translate a lot of the words. But then as I repeated it and repeated it, I would be able to pick out, oh, that's what they said. I remember this vocabulary word from this place. Don't be scared of not understanding it all the first time.
Facile. Facile. Repeat after me. Facile.
Facile.
To say in French.
It's c'est.
Is. Si.
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 Also c'est. C'est.
Si.
Si.
How to say again. It's.
This is not what I'm looking for. This is not what I'm looking for. I have a French textbook, but it's at work.
Si.
I'll have to bring it home. But I need something
remember
like
How to say in French. Easy.
facile. This is not what I'm looking for actually. This is not what I'm looking for. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Elle s'appelait Marinette, elle était jolie et bête. Elle portait de belles jouettes, Georges préférait son derrière. Sa bicyclette était verte et son guidon de travers. Marinette était
Well, hello folks. If you're watching me today, that means that you are quite eager to learn French and that you are a complete beginner. Hi, I'm Alexa. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I teach French like this. Bonjour et bienvenue à Learn French with Alexa. Alexa, c'est moi.
We should have a playlist for beginners. No. Hi. French for beginners. Yeah. We start from here.
Bonjour et bienvenue à Learn French with Alexa. Hello and welcome to Learn French with Alexa. Aujourd'hui, nous allons apprendre l'alphabet français. Today, folks, we're going to learn the French alphabet. So, are you ready? Listen carefully. Écoutez attentivement. Écoutez bien. A,
A,
B,
B,
C,
C,
D,
D,
E,
E,
F,
F,
G,
J,
H,
H,
I,
I,
J,
J,
K,
K,
L,
L,
M,
V,
W,
W,
X,
X,
Y,
Y.
Z. That's the
Just
French
chill.
alphabet.
I'm from
C'est
Nigeria. Hello.
l'alphabet en français. On recommence? Alors, cette fois-ci, répétez après moi. Let's start again, but this time, repeat after me. Are you ready? Êtes-vous prêts? Let's go. A,
A,
répétez. A,
A,
B,
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 C,
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 D,
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 E,
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 F,
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 G,
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 H,
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 I,
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 J,
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 K,
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 L,
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 M,
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 N,
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 O,
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 P,
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 Q,
Q,
répétez, Q,
Q,
R,
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 S,
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 T,
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 U,
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 bien, V,
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 W,
W,
bien,
V,
répétez, W,
W,
X,
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 Y,
I, Y,
bravo, Z,
Z,
Z.
Z.
Voilà, nous avons appris l'alphabet ensemble. So, we've learned the alphabet together. Why don't you listen to it again or watch me again? Au revoir, à bientôt.
Au revoir, à
Bisous,
bientôt. Bisous, bisous. Hello.
Bonjour
Bonjour.
et bienvenue à
Et
Learn French with Alexa.
bienvenue. Bienvenue.
Welcome to Learn French with Alexa.
Bienvenue.
Today, aujourd'hui, I would like to teach you how to say hello in French. And hello in French
Today?
is bonjour.
Aujourd'hui.
Now, can you say that?
Bonjour.
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 Très bien. Oh, hello you. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Can you say bonjour?
Bonjour.
Oh, très bien. You can say bonjour. Well, what other words can you think of? I know. How do you say hi? In French is salut. Can you
Salut.
say salut?
Salut.
Oh, you're very good. Très bien. No, we haven't quite finished. Okay, you stay with me. Okay. Now, another word we could say is good evening, for example. Okay, don't do that, please.
Bonsoir.
Good evening in French is bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Yeah, I know that one.
Okay,
Bonsoir.
you certainly know how to speak French. Now, we've got 3 words. Bonjour, which means hello. Hi, salut. And good evening, which is bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Now, I'd like to say goodbye to all of my lovely
Au revoir.
watchers over there. Can we say au revoir?
Au revoir.
Oh, très bien, you're so
Au
cute.
revoir.
Au revoir à vous. À bientôt.
Bientôt.
À très bientôt dans une autre vidéo. Au revoir.
Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir.
Oh, no.
Hello, Eric. It's been a minute.
Oh, no.
I moved. I'm in a new space now.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. I should be here tomorrow evening to talk more, but tonight I'm studying, so and I'll have to go. I have 6 more minutes left to study. I don't know if you guys can see.
Today, aujourd'hui, I'm going to teach you how to say
I love you in French.
When I love you in French is je t'aime.
Je
Now,
t'aime.
répétez.
Je
Can you say
t'aime.
that?
Je t'aime.
T'aime. And again,
Je
je
t'aime.
Now, if someone was to say that to you and you wanted to say, I love you too, je t'aime,
Moi aussi. Je t'aime. Moi aussi.
Now, you
Je
never
t'aime.
become useful.
Moi
Okay? Say it.
aussi.
Je t'aime. Très bien. Now, répétez. Je t'aime.
Je t'aime.
Très bien.
Très
Je
bien.
t'aime.
Je t'aime.
Je t'aime.
Je t'aime.
Je t'aime.
Je t'aime.
Okay, no, that's enough now. Thank you very much. I wanted to do it glamour. It's obviously not working. Okay, that's it for me. Au revoir.
Au revoir, à
Bisous,
bientôt.
bisous.
Bisous, bisous.
Bonjour et bienvenue à Learn French with Alexa. Today, folks,
Bonjour.
I'm going to teach you about French mood. Well, literally how to say I am happy, I am sad, and so on. Okay, so we know how to say I am. I am is je
Je suis.
Can you say that?
Je suis.
Well done. Je suis.
Je suis.
If you're happy, you say je suis contente.
Je suis contente.
Oui. Je suis content.
Je suis contente.
Je suis content.
Je
Now, another
suis.
word for saying happy, it's heureux. Heureux is quite a mouthful, especially if you see it, how it's written. See that? Scary. Je suis heureux.
Je suis heureux.
Je suis heureuse.
Je suis heureuse.
Now, sad in French is triste.
Ah, you're
So
you're
knowing that
too
sad
fast.
is triste, how do you put that in a sentence?
Je
No.
suis.
Sad in French
No.
is triste. Written. See that? Scary. Je suis heureux.
Je suis
Je
heureux.
suis heureuse.
Heureuse. Je suis
Now, Sad
heureuse.
in French is triste. So knowing that
Thank
sad
you
is
so
triste,
much.
how do you put that in a
Alright.
sentence?
Thank you, Adash.
Je suis triste.
Je suis.
Je suis triste. And it's the same
Je
for
suis
boys and girls because it
triste.
has an E already at the end.
Je suis
Je
triste.
suis triste.
Triste.
Another one we could say,
Triste.
je suis surpris.
Je suis surpris.
Astonished or surprised.
Je
Je
suis
suis surpris. Now,
surpris.
for a boy, it's surpris. For a girl, it's surprise.
Surprise.
Say that? Okay, très bien. And you could say, I am angry.
Mhm.
Je suis fâché. Can you say
Je
that?
suis
Je
fâché.
suis fâché. Now we add
Fâché.
an E to fâché for the feminine form. Je
Je
suis.
suis fâché.
Another way of saying I am angry, you could say je suis en colère.
Je suis
en colère.
en colère.
Right, okay, let's repeat them one last time before I play a game with you. Je suis content.
Je suis content.
Je suis heureux.
Je suis heureux.
Je suis triste.
Je suis
I'm sad.
triste.
Je suis
Fâché.
fâché.
Je suis fâché.
I am angry.
Je
Très bien.
suis fâché.
And last, je suis surpris.
Je suis surpris.
I am surprised. Deux.
Je suis surpris.
Here's the
Je
game.
suis heureux.
What
I am.
mood am I on now?
Je suis
Uh-huh.
heureux.
It's not good enough.
Je
Très
suis
bien. Je suis
fâché. Ah, you're
Mm.
angry.
angry.
Ok.
Je
Je suis
Fâché.
fâché.
Très bien. Or you could say,
Angry.
je suis en colère. Now, another mood.
En colère.
What do you think I feel like today?
Je suis heureux. Je suis heureux.
Très bien. Je suis
Twist. Ah, what is heureux?
sniff. Je suis triste. Sorry, it's too much. Okay.
Twist.
Another
Je suis-
one.
Je suis content.
So, what mood is it now?
Oh, surprise. Je suis surprise.
Je suis
Surprise. Yeah.
Je
Je suis
suis
surprise.
Très bien.
Je suis surprise. But what
And
is
last but not least,
what is je
what is
suis
it now?
je suis content or
Je suis
je suis heureux.
Contente. Très bien. Or,
Je
heureuse.
suis
If you're a girl, remember, I'm using
heureuse.
contente and heureuse because I'm a girl.
Heureuse.
Content.
Je suis heureuse. Je suis heureuse.
So, these are the 4 moods
Whew.
for today. Remember, they're here, have a look at them and try to tell me how you feel. And I'll tell you why. What? Not why. Why don't you put in
Ah, I've spent about one.
today using the 4
Je suis
moods,
content.
especially if it's just one.
Je suis content.
Okay.
Je suis
Now
content.
remember to subscribe to my channel. As I
Je
post
suis
videos very
content.
often.
Je suis content.
And I hope
So I have been studying for 30 minutes now, and à bientôt. Bisous, bisous. Bisous, 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 bisous. Bisous, bisous. Je suis triste. Triste.
It's too much.
Triste.
Please don't
Triste.
make it.
Triste. So I have been studying for 30 minutes now. I've been studying French language, and now I'm going to head over to TikTok and continue for another 30 minutes with my TikTok subscribers. So if you would like to study with me for another 30 minutes, please follow me on TikTok. We are on break now, and I will use the time to transition to TikTok. I need to get my phone charger. It's about to die. Hello, Ahan. Oh, you're late today on YouTube, but you can follow me on TikTok and catch up with me. I finally set up my computer to study. I'm still expecting some things from Shein to decorate the table and have a proper setup, but yeah, I'm not waiting. I'm studying. I'm starting my study immediately. Yeah, like I said, I'm heading over to TikTok now to do another 30 minutes of study. See you later. Bye. Bisous.